Welcome to a short overview of the 4 EMUS Inspections module. This module covers inspections, audits, assets, asset groups and pre-start inspections. This video will focus on the vehicle pre-start section of this module. The vehicle pre-start section is designed to actually use the data that is entered. Most pre-start systems capture a lot of data but never use the information. Watch this demonstration and see how we actually use the information. We will be looking at the administration area of the pre-start module so you get an understanding of how this all works. The users doing the pre-starts do not see this information. They have a very simple interface to carry out the required pre-starts. Open up the vehicles area and we see there are around 30 vehicles we have entered. Vehicles are allocated to a type, for example light vehicle, loader, bobcat or telehandler. All details for the vehicles are stored in this administration area. The vehicles also have a storage type assigned, which is how we track current hours, kilometers or other readings. This is explained shortly. All assets which include vehicles are allocated a type for tracking purposes. Examples: light vehicles are allocated kilometers. Loaders are allocated hours. A pump may be allocated cubic meters. These are for tracking readings of all assets. In vehicle pre-starts, the hours or kilometers are retained in the stored pre-start forms. When the user does a pre-start and enters the kilometers, the module uses this information. All pre-starts, inspections or audits are completed by the user opening a form designed that the module can talk to. In this list you can see we have forms for every type of vehicle. Remember, this is the administration area. The user never sees this information. So we are not just filling out hundreds of forms that get used for nothing, we want to use all the information gathered. This area does a lot more when we are using assets. This is shown in another video. So every vehicle type has its own pre-start form. Different models of the same vehicle type can also have different pre-starts, but we will stick to the basics for this demonstration. I am going to do a loader pre-start to show you how easy it is. Remember, this is not the user area, they have a much simpler interface to do pre-starts. Let's quickly look in the loader history area. We can look at all previously entered loader pre-starts. I select a date period between the 2nd and the 5th of October. This shows us that 3 loaders had pre-starts done between these dates. We are going to use loader 76, so let's look at the pre-starts done between these dates for this loader. Loader 76 had pre-starts done on the 3rd and the 4th of October, so we will enter one for the 5th. The completed pre-starts are stored permanently in the system along with any attached photos. We can see the hours run for all loaders. This information is straight from the pre-starts, as we will show you shortly. Loader 76 currently has 22 hours running recorded. We will now do a pre-start on loader 76. Remember, this is not the user area. We open up the loader pre-start form. This form works in tablets, mobiles or laptops. There is explanation text at the top of the form and a video of what the pre-start requires. Currently there is a YouTube video for the user to watch, but creating our own is a very simple and cheap process. Every pre-start will have a specific video for the type or model of vehicle being inspected. Videos are cheap to produce and provide the user with much clearer information than text. Your own users can capture the video and we have it edited overseas, so it is a cheap way of providing the correct information. There is a link to a manual pre-start form if the user wants to print one out and do it manually. Manual pre-starts are catered for in our pre-start module. The first choice the user has is if they want to do an online pre-start or upload a pre-filled out manual pre-start form. We will look at the manual pre-start form first. We enter the 5th of October, our name, then select the loader we are doing the pre-start for. The loader details come from our pre-start module. We select loader 76. Note that any loader not registered can be entered here as well. We enter the current run hours on the loader. We know the previous hour's reading was 22, so we enter 28. We enter the fuel level and the location of the loader. As this is for a pre-filled out manual pre-start, it asks the question if any faults or issues were found. There is an area to detail faults and issues. A scanned copy of the pre-start is then loaded. A photo from a tablet or mobile works as well, so we have a copy of the pre-start recorded permanently in the system. We will not submit this pre-start as we want to do an online pre-start for loader 76. I am sure you have all done many pre-starts, so we will not step through every item we are inspecting. It is an easy process to modify these forms. Every question you respond to is checked by the module. In this question you answer that the hydraulic fluid level is not okay. The program marks this as an issue, which is used to report pre-starts with highlighted problems. You will see more about this later. Once again, this is using the data to actually show and record a problem, not just capturing data for no reason. We will fast forward the checks. Every form has different checks for different vehicles. Once again, this can be modified very easily to suit any requirement, including images and videos in questions. The user adds any notes that are relevant to the pre-start, then takes photos or uploads images. Mobile phones and tablets can directly load images to the program. We upload a couple of images from our hard drive as examples. There is a built-in upload limit of 6 images. Once we are completed, we click the Submit button and the pre-start is stored permanently for use by the module's reporting system. So let's return to the module's loader reports. Remember, loader 76 had 2 pre-starts done on the 3rd and the 4th of October, and the current run hours were 22 hours. If we open the loader hours report, we note that the loader hours for loader 76 is now 28, the amount we just entered on the just completed pre-start. This data can now be used for services, tripping tasks in assets, or for any use we want. Let's have a look at all loader pre-starts for the 3rd to the 5th of October. You will notice 2 loaders had pre-starts completed in this time period. Open up loader 76. So now we have recorded pre-starts for the 3rd, the 4th and the one we just entered, the 5th. Everything is stored with the pre-starts. Notice the question regarding hydraulic fluid levels where we answered it is not okay. This is used in the next report, but it is worth remembering so you can see the built-in triggers work. You can see the images uploaded to any pre-start as well. The pre-starts by any selected date for any vehicle can be downloaded in PDF or Excel format as well. All data can be downloaded from this module if users want to do their own data analysis, or we can add functionality easily to this module. We will look at another report which separates out pre-starts where issues have been reported. An example is the pre-start we just did with the hydraulic fluid level problem. Let's look for loader pre-starts with issues for the 5th of October. This shows the pre-start we just completed. Any loader pre-start for this day that had triggers would have shown up in this report. So having to look through all pre-starts is not needed when all you want to know is were they done and were there any problems. Expand the date for loader pre-starts with issues from the 3rd to the 5th. We still only have loader 76 showing up as pre-starts with issues. If we open up Loader 76, we see that there are pre-starts with issues for the 5th, the one we just completed, and one for the 4th. The one entered for the 4th has a recorded issue with engine transmission oil levels. The power of these triggers is to track problems which previously may have been missed completely or ignored. There is now a record. All pre-starts with issues for all vehicles also can be downloaded by the user in PDF or Excel. Another report shows all loaders where a pre-start was not done on a specific day or date period. This report is available for all vehicle types, and there is a combined report as well. In this example, we look at the 5th of October. 3 loaders did not have a pre-start done. Loader 76, the pre-start we just completed, was done on this date. This report's data can be downloaded as well. You can easily get a list of all pre-starts not done over any time period. The data can be downloaded or a report sent to each department with ease. It is now possible to enforce pre-starts which up till now have really been an option for most users. We have only focused on loaders to this point, but every vehicle type has identical reports. Every vehicle type has its own form, own video, and own manual pre-start form. We also have only focused on vehicles, but the pre-start module does not care if the pre-start is a generator, a crusher, a conveyor belt. The process is identical and the completed forms and data are all stored in the system for use and continuous improvement. So we are looking at light vehicles with issues and all light vehicle pre-starts for a 1-month period. It is identical to the loader reports. So every vehicle, no matter what type, has its pre-start recorded in the system. The only difference is, for example, loaders showed hours run, whereas light vehicles takes the kilometers entered into the pre-starts to compile the kilometers report. Because we have many different vehicle types, we added a report that combines all types of vehicles with issues. This can be used for any date period or for 1 day. First, we will look at all vehicles with issues for 1 month. You would probably never have this many, but for the month our loader 76 has shown up again. We already know that there were issues on the 4th and 5th for loader 76. Open up loader 76 and have a look. Yes, these are the 2 entries for the month for loader 76. Open up the report for light vehicle 14. Note the trigger for this pre-start was reporting damage to the vehicle. If a light vehicle had 20 pre-starts for the month and panel damage was reported only 10 times, you may question the validity of the data being entered by the user. This process is intended to force proper completion of pre-starts and not just a tick and flick done in the office. This was a quick overview of the vehicles section of this module. The Assets, Audits and Inspections section is much larger but works on the same principle of using the gathered data to produce something of value, not just a graph saying we have done 100 inspections. This system is easy to modify and the video, graphics, form design and programming are carried out by our team, external to Australia, so costs really are minimal. This standalone inspections module works with the other 4 EMUS programs to provide a safe and productive workplace that has been designed and built by people who have actually seen the problems with current systems or no comparable system. Contact us for a Teams run-through of the system. You may be surprised what it can do.